This is the Xing Yu Institute for Autism. It's the brainchild of one courageous young mother. When Tian Wei-ping realised there were no autistic schools for her son, she decided to create one. It's the beginning of another long and tiring day for Wei-ping. Her husband left her when her son was 3. And for the last 8 years, ever since he was diagnosed with autism, every day has revolved around helping her son overcome his condition.
As a mother, the diagnosis was a huge shock. We all think our kids are the best. This news was like being stabbed in the chest.
His symptoms were classic. His speech was impaired. His social skills were slow to develop. He's unwilling to maintain eye contact and often seems isolated in his own little world. There are over 500,000 people with autism in China, but Hui Ping's shock turned to dismay when she realised China's all-encompassing state services could offer little help.
In China, there are fewer resources to help autistic children or children with other disabilities. It just doesn't exist.
And so the busy university professor quit her job and moved herself and her son to Beijing. In the 8 years since then, her school has gone from strength to strength.
When we first started the school, we had no idea how to proceed. Luckily, experts from Taiwan, Japan and overseas Chinese in the US were sending us books, and these gave us an idea of how to run this school.
Today, Hui Ping is considered China's leading expert on the early education of autistic children. There are 40 students enrolled this year, and the institutes provide parent training for over 1,000 families from across China. The children are taught using the ABA method. It's called applied behaviour analysis. Again and again, the autistic child's acceptable behaviour is rewarded with lavish praise. Unacceptable reactions are ignored. Helen McCabe knows the ABA method well. She teaches it to teachers at Indiana University. She's visited Hui Ping's school many times, and she's impressed with how Hui Ping is training the parents.
I think it's amazing. What she has done is truly amazing.
China is largely rural. Hard-working farming families here usually don't have the money for private teachers. And for many of the autistic children spread across China, Hui Ping's school in Beijing is just too far away to attend every day. For many desperate parents, it's a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Li Xia's brought her 3-year-old daughter from Hainan Island, an exhausting journey over 2,500 kilometres. She says her daughter used to be withdrawn, sullen, isolated. Li Xia's been here only 2 weeks, and soon she will have to hurry back to work, back to the rest of her family. But she says the program's already helped her daughter, and it's already helped her.
I often get frustrated and cannot cope. My mood gets angry easily. Luckily, today the class is going to teach the parents how to control their mood.
McCabe is writing her PhD thesis on the Xing Yu Institute, and she says she hopes Hui Ping's focus on parent training will catch on in the West.
One thing that's very unique about her school is the focus on parent training. Parents are taught to be the teachers of their child, and I think that that's very effective because then when they go home, they can continue to teach their child. So they're not just depending on the school to teach their child, but rather they're provided with those skills. And I think we could learn from that.
Parents are flocking to the school, coming from far and wide. Some travel from as far away as Tibet. This tiny classroom is so crowded. One grandmother takes notes through the window. Class sizes are bulging, but with no state aid. Hui Ping's struggling to keep her institute afloat.
Only this year, this first quarter, for the first time ever, have I broken even.
Money for gym equipment, money for rent, for teachers, for books and supplies. Already much of Hui Ping's time is spent in the school accounts office, drafting fundraising letters to charity donors around the world.
I have a dream. My dream is to build a farm, a facility for teenagers and adults, with workshops, different tools and facilities for learning.
The need for a teenage facility is especially pressing. Hui Ping's own son is now 15, and he's graduated from her institute. He's independent enough to navigate his own way to school every morning. But the school he attends is for retarded children. It's not the right place for him, but it is the only place available. Back at the Autism Institute, navigating traffic, attending school alone, still only faraway dreams for these young children. But these parents know what they and their children have learnt here is a crucial step in the right direction.